This week's Torah portion, Shemini, contains an event that highlights the very important quote, "Perception is reality." So, what we have in this week's portion is the tragic sudden death of two of the high priest Aaron's four sons, Nadav and Avihu. The Torah tells us that they were struck down for bringing strange fire to the altar. The week-long consecration ceremony had just concluded, and the Kohanim were bringing sacrifices for the very first time. According to the Torah's understanding of what happened, Nadav and Avihu brought strange fire, and God responded by striking them down. The question, though, is, what exactly happened? We can assume that Nadav and Avihu died suddenly in the process of the worship service, but the understanding of why they died is up for question. That is, for modern readers, it is up for question. The Torah and the traditional commentators throughout the ages are clear that how the Torah explains the event is accurate, and they don't question at all the idea that perhaps something else happened instead. We, as moderns, understand that when something happens, it's not exactly clear why that thing happened. What I mean by that is that if there are several ways that we can understand the death of Nadav and Avihu. We could understand it simply as a tragic accident, that the coincidence of something medically happening in their body happened at the same time that they were bringing the offering, and therefore it was a tragic accident. Or perhaps from a spiritual, very fundamentalist religious perspective, the fact that they were bringing an offering to the temple and then they tragically dropped dead must mean, for the fundamentalist, that God wanted them to die. Perception is reality. What we bring to our view of events going on around us determine how we understand the so-called reality of those events, which is a very important perspective in how we understand Torah and how we understand our approach to Jewish values in general. And so I leave us with the question, and to challenge us, how we read the text determines how we understand the text, and what we bring to the text also determines how we understand the text. It's not so simple as just reading the words and understanding the meaning. There are multiple layers beneath the surface that not only are there in the text, but also are there within us and what we bring to the text. Shabbat Shalom.